Hey guys, East Elite Toxic here, and today we're going to be doing an Xbox One Elite controller opening. So I'm just going to open it up, explain some of the parts to you guys, and then I'll show you where I've remapped my buttons to. So as you can see, it comes in a little black case here. The controller and all the components are inside of it, so I'll explain what the components are. So here's your controller right here. It's got on the back, it has some remappable like trigger things. So pretty much, you could make your buttons A, B, X, Y back here. That wouldn't be the greatest thing because it's not really that necessary, but you could if you wanted to. And on the front here, you have this D-pad here, or you can switch it out for this D-pad. So there's two options that you can use for D-pads. I prefer this one here. I don't know why, not really anything. I just think it looks cooler, and I don't know, I find it more helpful and I like it a lot. Okay, and then you have your joysticks here. So they are like magnetic, so you can just kind of pull them off easily like that. And so these are kind of the smaller ones. Now there's two other options for joysticks here. You can have your a little bit taller than those ones. And they're kind of like the PlayStation 3 controller joysticks. They're kind of like rounded on the top, as you guys can see. Rounded. I'm not a big fan of them, to be honest with you. They're not really tall enough for me. I prefer mine to be taller, and I never really liked the PS3 controllers. Alright, and then there's one more level of joysticks. This is the one that I play with. They are kind of like, almost they have control freaks on them, except they don't. They're just like the normal Xbox One joystick, just a lot taller, and I prefer that. I find it helps with my accuracy and stuff. So yeah, these are the ones I play with. I'd recommend them if I were you. They're very helpful, but it's your choice, so whatever. Okay, so that's kind of all the little components it comes with. Has the... yeah. Okay, so that's what it comes with. It comes with a cord as well that you can charge with and batteries, but that's not really... don't really need to show you guys that. I don't think you really care all that much. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys what I've remapped my buttons to. Let me just adjust the camera here for you guys. Kind of get it on my TV down here. Or monitor is what I play on, actually. Alright. Got to turn on the controller. And one other thing here. So you can remap your buttons, and as you can see here, it's got a little number 1 and 2. I don't know if you guys can see that. Come on, camera focus. Okay, well it says 1 and 2 there, so you can switch it in between two things. So you can have your buttons remapped different, and you can switch them back and forth. Okay, so my first one here, I have... so this is kind of a weird one. I don't know, it takes a lot of getting used to. It's not like the normal ones, so here, I'll move the camera up so you guys can see. So I have it just called COD because, yeah, it's for Call of Duty. So pretty much I have my left trigger and right trigger on the bottom, what do you want to call these things? These little things down here. I guess I'm just going to call them like triggers, I guess. So I have the right trigger and left trigger down on the bottom ones, down there as you can see. And then I've switched my A and oh, that should be B. So it should be A and B down there so that I can jump or boost, whatever you want to call it, and slide. So it would be A and B down there. And I know this is kind of weird, but I changed my right trigger and left trigger up at the top to be right bumper and left bumper, just because then I don't have to put my fingers on the actual left bumper and right bumper. I changed my joysticks to be aggressive. I don't really find much of a difference with it, but I just put it on there. I like it. And that's really all I changed for that. So that is COD 1. And then we'll switch over to COD 2 here. This one's kind of weird too, but... so I usually only use one of the triggers down, or two of the triggers down at the bottom. So I either use the top triggers or the bottom triggers. And so that's why I have doubles. So A is the top trigger, and then A is the bottom trigger, B is the top trigger, and B is the bottom trigger. So that's just pretty much so that I can boost and slide down there. Now this one's pretty much just the same as a normal controller, other than I have A and B down there. Keeping my triggers up at the top though, my right trigger and left trigger. And I have my joysticks again as aggressive, not really that important. But, so that's my second one there, yeah. Hope you guys liked the video, subscribe and like if you like.